Alright, so first things first, we gotta get the power on, so let's turn on the battery. And then turn on the APU. And to get things going a little faster, I'm gonna turn on the external power while we get the APU going. Navigation lights. Now all the displays are powered on, so I'm gonna wait 7 minutes for all of them to calibrate. So since it's daytime, I'm gonna turn off all the lights since we don't need them, it's just wasting power. Okay, so all of the displays are calibrated in a line, so now I'm gonna put in all the data for the flight. Okay, so I got the flight plan loaded into the plane, so now I need to put all the data in for the autopilot. So first thing I'm going to do is set the barometric pressure to what it is here at Paine Field because the altimeter isn't at the correct altitude. Now I'm going to set the airspeed to 256. Heading is set to the runway we're going to be departing from, 34. And then our altitude is going to be, our cruising, 40,000. Turn on the flight director. And arm the auto throttle. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and get the plane closed up and ready for pushback.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Release parking brakes.
Releasing parking brake.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will. Set parking brakes.
Setting parking brake.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Alright, let's get engine 1 started. Giving fuel to engine 1.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Starting engine 2. Giving fuel to engine 2. Flaps 5. Taxi light on. Parking brake off. Apply some power.
Paine ground Emirates Tango Echo Mike Papa Heavy with Quebec request taxi for takeoff departing straight out.
Emirates Tango Echo Mike Papa Heavy taxi to and hold short of runway tree 4 left using taxiway Alpha Tree Alpha Alpha 10. Contact tower on 120.2 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway tree for left via taxiway Alpha Tree Alpha Alpha 10 Emirates Tango Echo Mike Papa Heavy.
So one thing that makes this flight very unique is the fact that we have no passengers. So that makes the plane extremely light. So that's going to allow for a very short takeoff.
Tower Emirates Tango Echo Mike Papa Heavy at runway tree for left ready for departure straight out departure.
Emirates Tango Echo Mike Papa Heavy,
Cleared for takeoff runway tree for left Emirates, Tango Echo Mike Papa Heavy.
Alright, we're clear for takeoff. Let's taxi into the runway. Okay, auto brake RTO. Engine stable. Takeoff thrust set. Start getting the autopilot set up. Okay, so the autopilot is handling the plane right now, so I'll check in with you guys right before we hit our cruising altitude at 40,000 feet. Okay, so we just hit a cruising altitude of 40,000 feet. So right now, I'm gonna let the autopilot handle the plane for the next 14 hours or so, and that's real life time. I'm actually gonna let the plane fly itself for 14 real hours. I'm gonna go to bed and everything while the plane flies itself. So right now, it's currently 9 a.m. PST. We're in the Pacific Standard Time zone. And by the time we hit Dubai in about like 14, 15 hours, it should be 10 a.m. their time, so we should have plenty of light approaching Dubai International Airport. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let the plane handle itself, and I'll check in with you guys right before we hit our top of descent in Dubai Airspace. Alright, so we're approaching our top of descent right now. We currently have been flying for around 13 hours, so we're making very good time. But we need to change our set altitude to the next waypoint, which is 12,000 feet, because we are approaching our top of descent, and the autopilot needs to know which altitude to aim the plane for when starting the descent on its own. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm also going to preset the barometric pressure for what it is at the airport we're going to land at, but I'm not going to make it set in stone just yet. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set the target altitude to our next waypoint. Okay, applying some speed brakes since the plane's having a hard time slowing down.
Request clearance to transition Charlie Airspace.
Alright, applying more speed brakes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set the target altitude to our next waypoint. We're changing our barometric pressure to the airports. I'm going to go ahead and change our vertical speed from VNAV to manual. So right now, I'm the one controlling the vertical speed, or guiding it. I'm telling the autopilot basically how quickly to descend the plane. Landing lights. You can see the city. Artificial islands. Alright, next altitude is 8,000. So it looks like we're going to be sitting at 8,000 feet for a few waypoints, so I'm not in a rush right now to get down to that altitude. So as long as we get down to 8,000 feet by the time we're at the DB534 waypoint, we should be okay. I'm going to go ahead and start slowing down the plane more.
Emirates Tango Echo Mike Papa Heavy, contact approach on 126.025. Good day.
126.025 Emirates Tango Echo Mike Papa Heavy.
Emirates Tango Echo Mike Papa Heavy, approach altimeter 29.79er, continue as planned.
We're flying over the airport right now. Burj Khalifa is the only building rendering right now. Alright, flaps 1. Okay, dropping down the speed to 175. Flaps 5. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and decrease our vertical speed more so that we make 8,000 feet by the target that I set before. Alright, dropping our speed down to 151 so we can set our flaps to 15. Okay, altitude 7,000. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set ourselves up for final approach. We're dropping our altitude to 2,000. Lowering our airspeed to 130.
120.25 Emirates Tango Echo Mike Papa Heavy. Dubai approach Emirates Tango Echo Mike Papa Heavy, 6,500 feet.
Alright, enabling approach mode. Alright, my plane. Alright, gear down. Flaps 20. Flaps 25.
Resume on navigation. Contact approach on 126.025. Midday.
126.025 for Emirates Tango Echo Mike Papa Heavy. Approach Emirates Tango Echo Mike Papa Heavy 1,100 feet.
Alright, flaps 30. Knots. All right, welcome to Dubai. Strobe off. Wow, look at all the A380s. Okay, switching to APU power. Disabling the engine generators. Okay, parking brake enabled. Shut down the engines. Alright, well this plane's ready to go for many international flights. So anyway, I hope you guys were able to enjoy the flight. I was definitely able to enjoy it a whole lot. This was the longest 777-300 flight I've ever done, so I hope to do many more in the near future. So I hope to see you guys in the next video and have an amazing day.